Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me here today for another Pick a Card video. For those of you who are new, welcome in. My name is Melissa, and today we are going to be digging into a really fun kind of self-exploration pick a card reading all about what your greatest strength is. So I felt really inspired to do this reading for a couple of different reasons, and I feel like this can be useful for a lot of different people out there depending on what information you're looking for. So I think a lot of us sometimes don't always know what our greatest strengths are. Maybe we don't have people around us constantly giving us that positive feedback or that positive reinforcement. So I thought this could be really useful for those of you who are just curious to know, like, what am I good at? What are some things that a lot of people admire in me? What are my greatest strengths? So for some of you, this reading may be just a fun exploration reading. Maybe for others of you, this could be a reading that you could apply to the workplace, right? Like, what are your greatest strengths and how could you leverage that at work? For others, this might just feel like a really fun, positive pep talk. Maybe you just need to hear some really positive things about yourself. So however it resonates for you, or for whatever intention you want to use it for, you can absolutely use it for that, okay? So as always, these are general in nature, so please take whatever messages resonate with you, leave behind anything that doesn't. If you want a more specific read on your energy, you can always book a personal reading. All the details on how you guys can do that are linked in the description box down below. We are going to be working with 4 groups today, you guys. So from left to right, we have pile 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I want you guys to just like take a deep breath. I want you to think about your greatest quality, your greatest strength. And whenever you're ready, go ahead and select the card or crystal that you're feeling the most intuitively guided to. So whatever your intuition tells you, that's what you want to pick. Try not to pick with your eyes. Pick with that inner knowing. Which pile do you know is your pile? And whenever you're ready, timestamps are linked below so that you can fast forward to your reading. Hi there, pile 1. So if you all chose the selenite palm stone, let's dig in and see what your biggest strengths are. All right. So we start off here with the message of the Queen of Pentacles. Ooh, King of Wands. So right off the bat, pile 1, you guys have a very, very powerful, very regal energy about you. I think a lot of you, a big strength, a major strength or quality that you embody is the strength of leadership. You know, we have a queen and a king. They are of different suits, which we'll get to in a second. But what these 2 cards are telling me together is that you guys take the lead on your life. You take the lead maybe of other people. People look up to you as somebody who knows a lot of information, someone that knows what to do, somebody that's really confident and able to take charge of a situation. You guys are coming across to me. Your energy feels very, very powerful. So with this Queen of Pentacles, for a lot of you, I feel you are somebody who is really strong when it comes to managing finances or managing business affairs or managing things within the home. I feel like a lot of you guys watching this could be parents or mothers, fathers, things like that with the king and the queen here. But Queen of Pentacles is a very nurturing energy as well. So even though you're a leader and you're taking care of your space, you're taking care of the people around you, taking care of responsibilities, you guys are also very nurturing in the same sense, right? So it's like you guys, I feel, are really strong at setting clear boundaries while still being caring and compassionate toward others. Look at her eyeshadow too. It's so fly. Maybe some of you guys are good at makeup too. Just a random message coming through. With the King of Wands, this is telling me that you guys, again, very confident, very strong leaders. A lot of you may have very creative energy kind of brimming within you. The King of Wands is definitely a person that, you know, is very passionate, has a lot of passions, has a lot of creative energy that they tap into. But I feel like you guys are very courageous, very fierce. You're not afraid to, you know, confront a problem, you know, if there's something going on in your life that needs your attention, it's like you guys are really able to just like jump in heads on with a ton of confidence and just take control of the situation and lead through it. Let's see what else we get. Ooh, so we have the grasshopper spirit. Take a leap of faith. Very nice. Ooh, the wolf spirit. Turn knowledge into wisdom. That's amazing, you guys. Let me like scooch this a little bit so we're centered. Sorry. So with the grasshopper spirit, there's so much like lush green energy here. I feel like with this message of taking a leap of faith, I think this really speaks to your fearlessness as a leader. You know, like I was saying, you guys are coming across very fierce, very passionate, very strong, confident in yourselves. So I feel like you guys are not afraid to just dive in and just, like I said, take control of a situation. You're not afraid to try something new or maybe try something different because you just know, like you're so confident in yourselves. You guys are so powerful that you know, like whatever happens is going to happen. Even if this is something new that I'm not super, you know, like knowledgeable about, you just know that it's going to be fine because of how confident you are. It's like you guys really have a strong sense of inner trust within you, which is beautiful. And a lot of people don't have that. So you guys should feel very special, very proud of yourselves. Now with the wolf spirit, turn knowledge into wisdom. So again, like wolves, they run in packs, right? So I think again, this is really this leadership quality coming through really strong. I think you guys are very magnetic leaders. I think you're really able to rally a group behind you to accomplish a goal very successfully. And I think you guys are also curious, whatever experiences that you guys have gone through, you know, with Queen and King here, this is showing me a really elevated level of experience and expertise. You know, you guys have worked through the exploration phase. You're really settled in your lives, very confident energy, like I keep saying. So it's like whatever you guys have gone through, you've learned and taken that knowledge and been able to transmute it into wisdom. So I think, again, a lot of people look up to you because you have this experience, you have this wisdom. So people are going to be really drawn to that magnetic energy that you have and probably come to you a lot for guidance and advice. Ooh, so we have the goddess energy. Very nice. Wow, and then we have the student energy. So we're talking about your strengths today. So we're going to be honing in more on the light attributes here. So with the goddess energy, this says the feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. So many messages have already popped through in the other cards, which I love. You know, you had this message with the wolf spirit about wisdom, right? You have this goddess energy here with this Queen of Pentacles as well, lots of nature coming through. I think you guys are just, you know, your strength is that you come across wise and you come across as a leader, but there's still a softness around you where people feel like they can trust you and they feel like you're going to take care of them through providing them with structure, through providing them with guidance, wisdom, things like that. You really do a good job of creating a safe space for others. That really mimics the message of the Queen of Pentacles here. And then the student energy, I love this because this wolf spirit talked about turning knowledge into wisdom. So this says humility and devotion to knowledge, openness to lifelong learning. So I think you guys are always, you know, taking these leaps of faith and looking at them as learning opportunities. You know that no matter what happens, whether this endeavor, whatever you're taking a leap of faith into, whether it becomes a success or something that is a failure, it's like you take the approach that whatever is going to happen is going to give you the opportunity to learn something and grow your wisdom and just grow as a person. So it's like taking these bold leaps. You guys know this is a way to really grow with yourselves, which is very positive. I think you guys are also very open-minded too. You know, it says openness to lifelong learning. So I feel like a lot of you are very open-minded, very curious to learn about other points of view and perspectives. You know, really positive energy, pile one. So I think those are all the messages that are coming through for you, pile one. So I would love to know how this message resonated with you. Please drop me a comment down below and let me know. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell so you know whenever I'm uploading new content. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. All right, pile 2. So if you guys chose the Aqua Obsidian Heart, let's tap in and see what your strengths are. All right, so we have the message here of the 6 of Swords and the message of the 8 of Wands. Okay. Okay, pile 2. So one thing that I'm really noticing here about you, pile 2, both of these cards that you have here are really cards about forward movement, moving forward through things, moving forward through challenges, difficulties, and just kind of keeping a general sense of like focusing on the future, focusing on what's ahead versus dwelling on the past. And almost like I'm getting an energy of using any trials and tribulations that you're going through to help better guide you and propel you forward. Like using that as learning, using that as motivation, and not getting stuck in it. You're in this constant state of like, okay, what's next? Let me focus on my future. Let me focus on putting one foot in front of the other and move forward from this, okay? So 6 of Swords is a beautiful energy, you guys. This is very much about like moving through trials and tribulations, kind of like the calm after the storm type of energy. So I feel like you guys are really good about maintaining a sense of mental clarity, even if you're going through something crazy. And it's like, okay, like I went through it or I'm going through it. Let me just keep myself calm. And again, keep myself on that moving forward type of energy. I think you guys also have a way of bringing peace and tranquility to others as well. So like if other people are going through a tumultuous time, I feel like you guys have a really beautiful gift of being able to converse and talk to other people in a way that helps them to kind of see the path, like a clear path forward, almost helping them pull themselves out of that kind of disruptive energy or whatever tough energy they could be experiencing, okay? 8 of Wands as well, again, also about moving forward, but this is about moving forward with a sense of passion, a sense of urgency. This is like we are following after our dreams, we're following after our passions. I feel like a lot of you guys are very creative as well. And if you feel inspired about something, you're like, I am going for it. I'm moving forward. Lots of really fast-paced energy here too, you guys, with this 8 of Wands. I think you guys have just a tendency to like decide you want to go after something and you just go forward with it without hesitation. But in general, the 2 cards, what they have in common together is this energy of movement forward, movement in positive directions. So you guys, I think, are coming through as really strong in terms of being able to just keep it moving. You know what I mean? Like no matter what you're going through, we got to keep it moving. Maybe some of you guys like to travel as well. That's just another like personality characteristic that's coming through here, because 6 of Swords and 8 of Wands can both be about travel or actually physically moving to live in different areas too. So let's look at your animal spirit oracle cards. Okay, so we have the message of the owl spirit. You see clearly now. Makes a lot of sense. And then we have the message of the badger spirit. Be fearless and bold. Beautiful energy, pile 2. And this really is emulating what we talked about here with your tarot cards. So the owl spirit, you can see clearly now. This is really talking about, you know, having gained a sense of clarity and wisdom. When we think of the owl, this is a very beautiful animal. This is about being wise, and it's about, you know, being able to kind of see situations from a higher perspective. If you think about an owl, it's always flying. It's up in the trees. So it's looking down and surveying everything beneath, right? So I think being able to see things from a higher perspective and being able to gain your clarity by kind of zooming the lens out and looking at the big picture is something that's coming through really strong for you guys. And this is why you're able to kind of move through challenges very successfully, because you're like, okay, it's tough, but let me zoom the lens out. Let me try to see from a higher perspective. Another message I'm hearing coming through is about seeing through the dark, because owls are nocturnal animals, right? So like when something feels maybe dark or uncertain in your life, you guys have this really keen ability to still be able to see your way through that with success, still be able to maintain a sense of wisdom and calm, even if you're experiencing a period of time or just an incident in your life where things feel unclear or dark or tough, okay? Now, the badger spirit, be fearless and bold. I think that this, again, it really emulates this message of the 8 of Wands. You guys are just really passionate people, and you're not afraid to make a bold step forward. And that's what this 8 of Wands is about. It is bold. This is about like rushing sometimes head on into something or moving with a quickness into something without really even giving it a second thought. You're just like, I'm passionate about that. I'm going after that. And I feel like this is really emulated here with this Badger spirit coming through. Let's look at your archetype cards, pile 2. So we have the Wounded Child. This says, awakens compassion and desire to serve other wounded children, opens the learning path of forgiveness. This is amazing, you guys, because this really emulates what we were talking about with that Six of Swords. You guys, I think, have a really unique talent to be able to help other people see through their dark spots, okay? So maybe some of you guys are like spiritual advisors of some sort. Maybe you're therapists. You guys do something, or even if you're not doing it as a profession, you could be, you should be, because you're really good at this. You could just be that friend that everybody looks to for guidance and support, because people know and recognize your unique talent to be able to help navigate, help guide others through their dark phases in life, just through the art of conversation and through being able to spread the wisdom that you have from your own life experiences. Okay, then we have the message of the Bully, which is interesting. So again, we're focusing on your strengths, so I'm tuning into the light attributes here. This says, highlights your tendency to intimidate others, helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. Very interesting. So I feel like this is also with this bully energy, you guys, this is like a weird, I know this probably feels weird, like how is that positive, right? But I feel like what this is saying is that it's really tuning into this fearless energy that we have here with the Eight of Wands and the Badger spirit. It's like, you guys are like, whatever fear you may feel inside, you're telling yourself, your inner voice is like, no, like you have to be confident. I know you're afraid right now, but we're going and we're going to do this, and we're going to be very confident about our approach. I think too, you guys may have a propensity to be able to almost like, I want to say trigger others. I don't like the word intimidate that they use here, because I don't feel like that's necessarily the energy I'm getting. But when I say trigger others, I mean like you guys are truthers. I feel like you know how to almost get other people to see, where they need to make improvements, or to see what their shadow energy is, or see what it is that they need to work on. You have a way of like kind of bringing that light to people so that they understand, what changes they need to make. It's like you're exposing the darkness within them or you're exposing something that you know that they need to work on. So I think you guys have a unique ability to be able to pull that out of people. So hopefully you found these messages helpful, pile 2. I would love to know how this reading resonated for you. So please leave me a comment down below. If you're not already, please make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Click the bell too so that you guys know when I'm uploading new videos. Thank you so much for taking the time to view, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye. Okay, hi pile 3. So if you all chose this beautiful honey calcite sphere, let's go ahead and tap in and see what your biggest strengths are. All right, so we start here with the message of justice. And then we have the message of the King of Pentacles. This is beautiful energy, pile 3. So probably the biggest message I'm seeing coming through here for you, pile 3, with both of these cards kind of collectively together, I think you guys are really good at keeping a sense of calm, keeping a sense of peace within, peace with others. I feel like you guys are extremely level-headed, fair and balanced and grounded. This feels like a very comfortable energy. So I feel like you all are really good at maintaining a sense of comfort for yourselves, but I also feel like you guys are really good at providing support and comfort to other people that are in your space, your loved ones, your friends, your family, colleagues, coworkers, people that maybe report into you to work. You definitely have a very calming, caretaking almost sort of demeanor about you. So this message of justice, this is making me feel like you all are really great at kind of keeping things fair. Justice energy is about that. It's about making sure that we are approaching situations from a very neutral, unbiased mindset and perspective, making sure that things are fair and even for everybody, okay? So if you guys maybe manage people, or if you're somebody who maybe just likes to have conversations with people about like tough topics or hot current event topics and things like that, I feel like you guys do a really phenomenal job of just keeping things very neutral, making things very fair. So no one can really tell maybe what your opinion is on something all the time, because you just do this really good job of making sure things are very even keeled and very neutral, okay? I feel like you guys with this King of Pentacles as well, you're coming across as just a very grounded leader, somebody who, you know, takes care of their responsibilities. Some of you might be fathers out there. This is a father figure type of energy, or mothers out there, a parent of some sort. But if not, that's okay. This message is really just about you guys having this way of making sure that you're taking care of all of your responsibilities. So whether that's taking care of you yourself, maybe taking care of your little dog, if you have a dog, or, you know, just the people around you, things in the workplace, you guys really pride yourselves on just taking care of what needs to be taken care of during your day to day. And this is also a very nurturing energy too. It's more of like a masculine father figure type of energy, although you don't necessarily have to identify as masculine to be a King of Pentacles, but just think of this as like your stereotypical dad, okay? This is like you take care of what you're supposed to be taking care of, your kids, your home, your wife, things like that. However it resonates for you, regardless of gender, okay? So we have the Scarab Beetle Spirit. Ooh, magic works through you. That is amazing. And then we have the message of the Armadillo Spirit. Set healthy boundaries. Beautiful, you guys. So I love the Scarab Beetle. This, I'm going to be real with you guys, this is a huge deck, this Animal Spirit deck, and I've never had this come out in a reading yet. So you guys, I feel, are very unique, and I think that you guys possess a really unique ability to be able to create, creatively create things that you love. This is also for me a very like spiritual symbol. It's just like the vibe I'm getting from it. So I feel like a lot of you guys might literally be magical. Okay, so maybe some of you viewing this video are like witches, or maybe some of you viewing this video are like intuitives or tarot readers or spiritual advisors or something like that. But you guys definitely possess this sense of magic, and you know how to create things that are beautiful in this world, okay? We also have the Armadillo Spirit, set healthy boundaries. So I think, again, with this message of the King of Pentacles, that's very in alignment here, because you all are really good, I think, at taking care of responsibilities and taking care of others. But there is this energy of the King of Pentacles making sure that, like, you know, people are not crossing the line. You don't allow people to cross over into your space in an unhealthy way, which I think, again, that kind of comes through here with Justice too. It's like you're going to only allow people to come into your space so far before it's like, okay, you're pushing my boundary. And I feel like you guys are not necessarily afraid to set that boundary and make sure that other people know kind of where you stand, okay? So from your archetype cards, we have the Mystic. What? Okay, so this says revels in intimate union with the divine. This is beautiful. So again, with that beetle energy, you guys, I think a lot of you are very magical people. I think a lot of you are intuitives, empaths, very spiritual in nature. And if that doesn't resonate for you, even though I feel like most of you who pick pile 3, this is you, that should resonate. I think that this just really speaks to you being able to kind of evaluate situations from a much higher perspective, from a more divinely guided perspective. It's like, I think you guys are really good at being able to kind of see the bigger picture of things, and maybe even just understand that whatever is meant to happen is going to happen. You don't have to do a lot to manipulate your outcomes or use your magic to like force or make something happen. You just know like that things are divinely guided, and you're very relaxed in that fact. Yeah, just very relaxed and very accepting of that. Oh my gosh, and we have the Priest. You guys are very spiritual, I feel like. This says facilitates spiritual commitments, serves as a channel of spiritual energy. So maybe some of you guys are really talented at channeling messages from the divine, channeling messages from spirit. If that doesn't necessarily resonate, then I think, again, just like with the messages of the Mystic and the Scarab Beetle, you guys are spiritual. You know what I mean? You guys, I feel like you guys take your spirituality very seriously, and that's, you know, that's something that's coming through really strongly as a strength for you. I feel like a lot of people probably look up to you as somebody who can like guide them, provide spiritual guidance, provide spiritual advice, help them to kind of understand what their higher purpose is or what their higher selves are trying to tell them, things like that. So pile 3, I believe those are all of the messages coming through for you, but you guys sound freaking amazing and awesome, and I want to know who you are. So please drop me a comment below and let me know how this message resonated with you. And if you're not already, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so that you guys know when I'm uploading new videos. Thank you for taking the time to watch, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hey there, pile 4. So if you all chose this beautiful strawberry quartz palm stone, let's tap in and see what your biggest strengths are. Okay, so from the tarot, we have the message of the 10 of Pentacles. Ooh, and we have the message of the King of Cups. I love you guys already. Okay, so a couple messages coming through here. I feel like you guys are really, I feel like maybe a lot of you guys viewing this may have families or be like the head of your family. Maybe some of you are father figures or mother figures, or this could have to do with you all just being really strong leaders, really strong with maybe managing people if you're managers at your workplace or something like that. 10 of Pentacles energy is very much about family, but it's also about like kind of looking at the long-term vision of things, right? So I think if you all, and the King of Cups is about being a really compassionate leader, somebody that people kind of look up to for guidance and advice because they really trust in the fact that you're going to not only guide them, but you're going to do it in a very kind way. So that's kind of why I was picking up on that message of family, or maybe like you guys being in leadership or something like that. But I think you guys are coming through as very kind, compassionate, very like in control of your emotions here with this King of Cups, very Zen energy coming through as well. And I feel like you guys are really strong at just being that compassionate, kind leader. People are really drawn to because of that, I feel like. And with the 10 of Pentacles, you know, even if you guys don't necessarily resonate with the message of family, I feel like what this is telling me is that you all are really strong at, like I said at the beginning, looking at the bigger picture of things, really determining if the steps you're taking today are going to serve you tomorrow or serve you 10 years from now, 10 weeks from now, whatever the case is. It's like there's this long-term view that you look into things. So it's very practical and planned as well. Let's see what else we get. So we have the Koala Spirit. Spirit has a plan. Beautiful. The Wombat Spirit, be at home. Beautiful as well. So I feel like with this Koala Spirit, when this is talking about how Spirit has a plan, I feel like what this is saying is that you all are really good at kind of surrendering. And that makes a lot of sense because this King of Cups, even though he's a leader and he is like in charge of his emotions, it's like this is probably the king that's the most like fluid of the kings. Like, you guys are not super rigid people. You know what I mean? I feel like you're very good at just kind of like going with the flow, managing ambiguity, managing ambiguous situations, and knowing that like whatever happens is supposed to happen for me. You guys have like a really strong third eye, I feel like, meaning that you're able to relax and just know that like whatever is supposed to happen will happen. I don't have to do or manipulate the situation to create, you know, the specific or force the specific outcome that I want, okay? I think you guys may also be very spiritual for some of you as well. So I can feel like some of you guys might be the type of person that would say something like, God has a plan for me, Spirit has a plan for me. You know, whatever is put onto my path is something that is supposed to be put onto my path for my growth, right? So that's definitely strongly coming through as well. And with the Wombat Spirit, this talks about being at home. And so I feel like you guys are somebody who can literally feel at home and grounded and comfortable no matter where you are. So whether you're like in a new environment or you're traveling somewhere, maybe you're not even at your home, you can find a way to make yourself comfortable no matter where you're going. And I think again, with this message of be at home, this is also kind of like ringing true with that initial message that I pulled about family and taking care of family and taking care of your family's kind of like long-term security as well. You know, this is about being at home. So I feel like a lot of you guys really invest a lot of time, effort, and energy into being at home with your loved ones as well. Ooh, okay, so we have the Poet. expresses soul insights into symbolic language. This makes a lot of sense here with this King of Cups, you guys. Some of you all may be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or at least really resonate with that energy or have it somewhere in your chart. But this makes a lot of sense with the water signs, because the water signs are very like emotionally expressive. I feel like they're very tapped into their intuition, tapped into how they are feeling. And when I think of poetry, I think about like literally what this card says. It's like beautiful language that's coming from the soul, coming from the inner knowing. So maybe some of you guys are actually poets, right? Like maybe some of you actually write poetry. But for others of you, I think that this just kind of speaks to the way that you express yourselves. I feel like your self-expression is something that just flows from you. It's very beautiful. It comes from the divine, right? It comes from your higher selves. Very creative energy here as well. So even if some of you are not necessarily resonating with those messages, I feel like you all are very creative people in some aspect of your life. And then we have the message of the Samaritan. Refine your capacity to help those you would prefer to ignore. I love this. It makes a lot of sense with that King of Cups, because the King of Cups is a compassionate leader. So, you know, I feel like what's really beautiful about you, Pile 4, what's a strength of yours with the Samaritan energy is it's like you're compassionate toward people that other people don't want to be compassionate toward. I feel like you guys are able to find the good in anybody. I feel like you would be the type of person that would see like a homeless person on the street and like give them money or try to take care of them in some way. Like you're that type of person that can express kindness to even the most, you know, people that, like it says, that people that, you know, others would just walk right past, you know. I think even you guys may be able to express compassion and care for people with really tough personalities as well, as a message that's coming through. So maybe you have had relationships in your lives in the past, or working relationships where you've had a really difficult coworker to work with, someone that's just really hard to love, you know what I mean? But you guys, I feel, are really strong at being able to channel that compassionate energy and still be able to lend like a listening ear or a helping hand, something like that. So Pile 4, I think those are all the messages that I'm seeing coming through for you. I would love to know how these messages resonated with you, so please leave me a comment down below. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. If you did enjoy, please be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when I'm uploading new content, and I will see you guys in the next reading. Bye!